Hey, this is Rob Moore, founder of therobmoore.com, here to share with you one of my show up, step out, and shine to success tips. I'm currently in Beacon, New York on 9D. I just dropped my son off and I was like, this is a great time to share one of my success tips with my listeners, my listeners being you. And today I want to talk about success, and the tip that I want to leave with you is this. Success is a learned skill. Now, success is a learned skill. This is a very important tip because there's so many people out there that believe that people are successful because of the parents that they have, the situation that they were brought into this world into. A lot of people out there have this misconception that success is something people were born with, and all of that stuff is not true at all. It's actually bogus information. People that are successful because they learn some skills. They learn what it takes to become successful. They learn what it took for them to get where they are today. And if you're willing to do the same thing can happen for you. Now, I just want to give you a few quick examples before I cut this video short on how you can learn to become successful. But I want to give you a little analogy here to help you. Tony Robbins actually said this, and I love sharing this with people. Tony Robbins said, if you look at a baby and it's time for them to learn how to walk, how much average time do you give the average baby time to learn how to walk? Do you give them 30 days? Do you give them 60 days? Do you give them 6 months? Do you give them a year to learn how to walk? No, of course you don't. You give them as much time as it takes for them to learn how to walk. When they're learning, they get up, stand up on that couch, trying to hold themselves up, and they fall. You're going to tell them, try again. When they get up there, they stand up, they get a little wobble, and they fall down again. You tell them, try again. When they can't get off the floor at all, you tell them to try again. When you hold them up because they can stand and then you let them go and they fall again, you tell them to try again. The fact of the matter is this: they're going to keep trying until they finally learn what they have to do in order to walk. And it's funny, it's funny that if you look at the world, almost everybody learns how to walk because they're going to keep trying until they learn how to do it. Another analogy is this: most people out there know how to ride a bike. I mean, how many people got on a bike the first time and automatically were able to ride right down the street like they were a professional? It doesn't happen. You got to get up on that bike. You got to wobble a little bit. You got to crash. You got to fall over, but you got to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you learn the skill. And before you know it, not only will you be riding the bike, but you'll be doing wheelies on them. You'll be standing up and pedaling. You'll be standing on the seat, all that crazy stuff. That's the kind of stuff I was doing when I learned how to ride. But success is something that has to be learned. And if you're willing to learn and put in the work and create some new habits in your life, you can become as successful as you want to be. Another way that you can learn to become successful is to study successful people. Look at people out there that have what you want, and then really dig into their life and find out what kind of things they're doing in order to get that life that they have. Let me see, what else can I share with you on that? But I tell you, that's the biggest one. And not just studying like successful people. I'm pretty sure that there's successful people that you can get your hands on, that work in the same company that you work for, work at the same job that you work for, might even be a friend that you can talk to on a personal level. Just ask them some questions, ask them for some advice on what they think you should do in order to become successful. You gotta model people. You gotta just follow what the successful people are doing. a nice little thing that I like to say, and the way I like to live my life is I like to look at what 90% of the people out there are doing. And whatever those 90% of the people out there are doing, I like to turn around and do the opposite. Because the bottom line is this: 90% of the world is not successful, but 10% are. And the 10% that are successful because they're willing to do the things that most people aren't willing to do. So just remember, success is a learned skill, not something you're born with. All you have to do is learn, practice, implement, and persist. And if you keep doing all those things continually on a daily basis, you will become successful in whatever it is that you want to be successful in, and you will create that successful life that you want to create. It's just a matter of time. This is Rob Moore reminding you to show up, step out, and shine, because whatever it is that you want to do, if it is to happen for you, it is up to only you. See you on the next video. Have a fantastic day.